Want me to?
Right now at 5, seasonal affective disorder. It plagues millions of Americans each year. Find out what you can do to help treat those symptoms as we turn the clocks back this weekend.
And a local no-kill animal shelter is being recognized tonight for their dedication to our four-legged family members. Find out what sets them apart from the rest.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Well, it's time to set those clocks back this weekend, whether you're a fan of it or not.
Daylight savings ends on Sunday, meaning we fall back and gain an extra hour of sleep. But for some, that can also lead to seasonal depression.
News 8 Now's Michael Germain joins us in studio with more on this and what we can do to avoid this depression.
Ken and Emily, as winter approaches, it means people will have less time to spend their day in the sun, and that can cause what health experts call seasonal affective disorder. Seasonal affective disorder is a type of depression that typically occurs during the fall and winter months, when people are spending more time indoors because of the colder temperatures and less time in the sunlight. This can lead to a vitamin D deficiency. Some of the symptoms of seasonal affective disorder include losing interest in activities, feeling depressed, lower energy levels, and a change in appetite. Wellness education specialist at Gunderson Health System, Christy Harris, says areas that experience colder temperatures are affected the most.
I think typically the places that might experience the shorter daylights and the colder temperatures tend to experience more of this seasonal affective type of disorders.
Harris says if you or someone you know is dealing with seasonal affective disorder, contact your primary healthcare provider. There are also programs available throughout the area. Harris also recommends getting your vitamin D intake early in the morning. Coming up at 6, we talk more with Christy Harris about the ways you can treat seasonal affective disorder. Ken and Emily?
Looking forward to it, Michael. Thanks very much. And of course, a little bit of a lack of sunlight in the region today, a lot of overcast skies. Let's get the latest from our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart, in your first forecast. Greg?
Yeah, it was a little bit more cloudy, but still our temperatures got up to about 50 degrees. And I think this day is give someone $1 day. That's the national day here for days. So otherwise you want to do that, be friendly to someone. But out there we saw cloud cover, but we're going to see more sun coming. We had a little bit of a weak system, a few sprinkles or drizzle down there, but most of that is now in southern Wisconsin as we got clearing skies behind this weak little front. As we saw, a lot of that in the radar there is not reaching ground. It's mainly just cloud cover, and maybe a sprinkle actually gets there. But further to the north to Eau Claire, we're starting to see clearing skies. Overall temperatures warmer today just because ahead of that we started off fairly warm, so everyone got pretty much into the 50s. That's positive news. A little bit warmer than yesterday. We're going to kind of see that go back the other way just a little bit tomorrow. But in the meantime, this evening we're seeing temperatures go back down to the 40s. Fairly seasonal, comfortable once again this time, and same thing for La Crosse. The cloud cover will begin to break up a little bit, getting back down to the 30s up in Eau Claire too. Otherwise, for high school football, remaining games out there should be actually fairly nice for November. You really can't complain compared to what we've had, but we do have some changes coming the way. I'll break that down later.
And I'd give him $1, but I don't have any cash on me.
I never have cash on me.
No, sorry, Greg.
All right, well, we'll wait till next year.
Next year. Thanks, Greg.
Well, one local animal shelter is celebrating a milestone accomplishment.
The Coulee Region Humane Society is now recognized as a no-kill shelter by a National Animal Society. News
8 Now's Dua Israr spoke to the executive director of the shelter, who says this recognition was a decade in the making.
Ken and Emily, Executive Director Heather Dreivold says over 90% of animals that come through the doors of the Coulee Region Humane Society will be saved. It's a goal Dreivold says hasn't always been easy to achieve. The Best Friends Animal Society is a national organization based in Utah that focuses on reducing the numbers of animals killed in shelters. Organizations like the Coulee Region Humane Society can submit their intake numbers and euthanization rates to achieve the no-kill status. Dreivold says because the Humane Society takes in all animals, including those with medical issues and behavioral problems, it's been a difficult process to achieve the no-kill status.
So it makes it hard to determine what we're able to fix or what's coming in, and we just have to keep fighting each day to do the very best we can for every single one of them.
In order to achieve the no-kill status, over 90% of animals must be saved. Last year, the Humane Society took in roughly 2,300 animals. 110 animals were euthanized for medical or behavioral reasons. That's a 93% live release rate. Dryvold says one of the reasons the shelter achieved its no-kill status is because of its veterinary staff. She says the medical bills may be more expensive than the shelter budgets for, but she says it's important to the Humane Society to do everything they can to save them. Ken and Emily, back to you.
All right, a great story. Doa, thanks very much. Well, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is announcing 1 million acres in the state's agriculture water quality program. In a visit to a local family farm in Altura today, the governor celebrated the 1 million acre project, highlighting investments in agriculture and celebrating the Minnesota farmers who enrolled in the agriculture water quality certification program. It's a goal that the governor set back in December of 2020.
It was really interesting because as the program started, it was just like any other program. It kind of started a little slow, and I can remember we had 20 farms in it, you know, and maybe a couple thousand acres, and people would say, is it going to go? Are we going to have it?
The voluntary program helps farmers and landowners implement conservation practices that protect the state's resources.
The Winona Film Society is holding a screening tonight for the film 200 Meters at the Winona Arts Center. The film is about a Palestinian construction worker who lives in the West Bank and makes a daily journey to visit his wife and son who live in Israel, 200 meters away. When his son gets injured and put in an Israeli hospital, the main character is denied visitation for not having an Israeli ID and must go through great measures to be reunited with his family. The short story is shot in Palestine and is a fictionalized account of the director's experience as a Palestinian. The Winona Film Society says the film is a good way to share different cultural perspectives.
It's a humanitarian cause, not political. We're trying not to take sides, but we want to show one aspect of what it's like to be a Palestinian.
The film was selected to screen months before the war between Hamas and Israel began. Admission to see the film is $5. It begins at 7 p.m. and is open to the public.
The local Angel Tree program launched today, providing kids up to the age of 12 with Christmas gifts and giving families in need food baskets to help celebrate the holiday season. The organization says because of the generous donations from the community, this year alone, they've been able to help over 770 kids with gifts and giving more than 300 families something to eat for the holiday. The Walmarts in both La Crosse and Onalaska, as well as Advance Auto, held the Angel Tree program where donors are able to leave gifts under the trees and registered families can pick up the donated gifts.
Yeah, the angel giving trees are important in the community because it shows the community cares, right? So when you set up a program to help folks that are in need, what you're really saying is, hey, you belong in our community and you're important to us in our community.
If you're interested in that donation process, you can find more information on all of our digital platforms.
The 2023 Winona Education Association Teacher of the Year was announced this morning. Scott Halverson, a math teacher and coach at Winona High School, was surprised when he was announced this year's award winner and says although the teaching experience has changed since the start of his educational career 3 decades ago, his motivation still remains the same.
But the motivation, you know, there are so many days when I come to school and the kids really do lift you up. At the end of the day, there's a lot of days where you feel really good about your experiences and your relationships and the connections you made with the kids those days. Really, that's what it's about. That's the motivation.
Halverson has been described as a teacher's teacher by some of his colleagues, while others say they have never seen him do anything less than his best. In addition, an amazing educational career, he has been an active participant in the WEA, serving as president, and is an active member of his community.
Well, just ahead tonight at 5, protesters are demanding an end to the Palestinian conflict more than 1 month after the war overseas began. What they're doing now to end the ceasefire.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we're the cold weather experts, offering unbeatable deals on the gear and supplies you need to get ready for winter. Right now, save on select Best Air odor-eliminating furnace filters, only $8.99. These zero-exposure puffer coats are half price. Save $5 on Blaine's Platinum Automotive batteries, and keep hands warm with 10 packs of Grabber hand warmers, just $5.99. Plus, don't miss great gifts at great prices in Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, now open.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Seeing clearly matters. EF lenses on a complete pair purchase. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Hello? Yeah, this is Russell Nicolay. Yeah, bald head, sunglasses, you got it. Yeah. Billboards, baby.
Whoa, 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 man. Hey, if they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay. Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
Fake beard, really, man?
Well, come on, it's like looking in a mirror, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
Who's always behind the scenes helping make safe, regulated childcare possible in Wisconsin? DCF. We're your trusted source in support of quality childcare. Learn more at qualitychildcare.wi.gov.
Prestige Furniture 7-year anniversary sale. Everyone is a big winner with these great deals. 3-piece sectional, $777. Queen size mattress and adjustable base, $777. Reclining couch and recliner, $777. 2-piece sectional, $777. 4-piece queen bedroom set, $777. You hit the jackpot when you do business with Prestige Furniture. Hurry in while supplies last. Prices marked down on everything throughout the store. Our lowest prices ever. Shop Prestige Furniture in Viroqua and downtown Sparta.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Protesters demanding a ceasefire in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict in Gaza blocked a U.S. military supply ship leaving the port of Oakland, California today.
Protesters climbed onto the ship and locked themselves inside. Protest groups say the ship is bound for Israel after being loaded with weapons and military equipment in Tacoma, Washington. The protest was organized by the San Francisco-based Arab Resource Organizing Center.
Police were at the scene of the protest, which appeared to number about 200 people, many holding Palestinian flags and signs demanding an end to U.S. military aid to Israel. A dramatic new drone video shows the scale of devastation in Mexico's coastal city of Acapulco after a hurricane tore through, with desperate residents forced to rebuild from what's left of their homes.
Hurricane Otis ravaged Acapulco along with the surrounding impoverished communities, leaving around 100 people dead or missing and causing extensive damage estimated at around $16 billion. Many residents have been left without work and are struggling to meet their basic needs. Some residents have accused the government of being too slow to respond.
But earlier this week, Mexico's government unveiled a $3.4 billion recovery plan for the battered coast, including tax breaks, humanitarian aid, and reconstruction of infrastructure. Still ahead tonight at 5, Super Bowl 58 just around the corner.
And the host stadium is already gearing up for the big game. The preparations are already underway. Next.
Yeah, as we turn back the clocks, our temperatures actually going to turn back up a notch to the 50s, maybe even 60 comes Monday. I'll break that all down when we might expect some rain and whether any of that cold air will be coming back anytime soon. That's all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Turn up the heat with Early Bird Holiday Hot Deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Cozy up. Kids and ladies socks are $4.99 a pair, and assorted dog sweaters are just $3.99. Aromatherapy animals are only $6.88. Get sizzle and savings. This multi-cooker is only $35.59, and this flat iron gas griddle just $179.99. Other stores have this patio heater for $159.99, but it's Menards' hottest deal at just $69.99. Don't miss out. The Early Bird gets the deal.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Why wait until Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Get break-down the door savings on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. Save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100. Buy one item, use one coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
It took 34 years to change this place from worn out to wonderful, slow and steady to keep overhead low. The same slow, steady growth has grown us to the best team of home improvement professionals in the region, over 80 today. Voted best to La Crosse because of exceptional quality and unexpected low prices. Whatever your next project, contact us today for a prompt free estimate. You have a problem, we have the solution. Better than you imagined for less than you expected. Contact the board store today.
Not that we're rushing the NFL season at all, because I know I'm a big fan, but we are now just 100 days until Super Bowl 58, which will be broadcast right here on News 8.
It will be held in Las Vegas, Nevada at Allegiant Stadium. The stadium opened on July 31st of 2020 with a capacity of 65,000, but it can be expanded to roughly 79,000 when needed. The Dome Stadium cost an estimated $1.9 billion to build.
And all we need is the Packers to essentially win out the rest of the season, and they might just make it. Here's hoping. Here's hoping we see some sunlight in the near future. It was a bit of a cloudy day, Greg.
Well, I think I can get the sunlight more than the Packers getting the Super Bowl. I think those odds are fairly good right now that we'll see the sun. If you look at your weekend forecast right now, we are going to see more sun tomorrow, but the temperature goes down just a little bit just because of a little bit of cooler air behind the front that came through. But we do rebound pretty nicely for your Sunday. There's an outside shot. We might see a shower in the afternoon, but I think that'll hold off to evening. So all in all, a pretty typical early November weekend around the area. Right now, like I said, overnight we got that north wind. We'll see the temperatures drop off tonight. Pretty typical as we wake up tomorrow morning. We'll have more cloud cover coming through, so it should keep the temperatures in the upper 20s, around 30 for most areas. A little cooler up to the north with less, as you see, 23 in Ladysmith. Tomorrow we'll see more sun as we get towards the afternoon. Unfortunately, it won't boost the temperatures as much. We'll see temperatures still get in the 40s by the afternoon. And then tomorrow night, we're going to start seeing more clouds. Don't think that'll actually amount to any precipitation, but we have clouds will start increasing Saturday night. That'll go into Sunday. Watching the system out to the west, that's the one that eventually, if we track it all the way across, is going to be the one that could bring us some rain as we get closer to Sunday night. As you can see here, Sunday morning, that comes across, and then we see it wrap up. The low develops just west of Minneapolis. That comes across. That's what we're looking for, maybe going into Sunday night, into Monday, our best chance of rain. And that rain, as you see, is better chance as we go further to the north and the south. Once that system passes Monday actually will be fairly nice, actually, I think, in the afternoon. Then the next one we're watching is really for a a Tuesday night to Wednesday system. It'll come through across the area. You can see it developing, and then by basically Tuesday night to Wednesday night, we have pretty much rainfall across most of the area developing. The system will track just to our south. Will be kind of on the cool side, but not cold enough for the snow probably to really impact the area. And as we go through Wednesday into Thursday, it'll begin to lift. So there's two opportunities, Sunday night through Monday, and then really Tuesday night through Wednesday. Not great. I would say Wednesday probably has the best chance of me an all-day rain. But for right now, we're not looking at too much in significant cold temperatures. Speaking of cold and snow, looking at your probability of seeing some significant snow, it's not that great, but we are looking at the possibility with that system Wednesday into Thursday, Tuesday night into Wednesday, further north of the area could see some snow up there. We'll see if that changes. If it does go further south, maybe we can get some cooler air to actually get the snow to change over. But anytime we get precipitation this time of year at night, given the temperatures, we can see something to mix in. But for right now, not seeing anything significant, not seeing any travel impacts right now for all this going on. But we'll keep an eye and see if that does change. Temperature-wise, we're going to be above average Sunday. You see all the pink, and then eventually we're going to start coming back down a little bit. But the one thing you notice, there's not a lot of blue on this all throughout early next week. Cold air is not really in place. We're just seeing really temperature is going to stay above or then just go down below. But for tonight, We'll have cloud cover come back in off and on, but still temperatures upper 20s to low 30s, middle 20s to go further north. And then tomorrow, a little cooler just because we have the north wind, but still plenty of sunshine and temperatures overall not bad for this time of year. That changes Sunday when we'll actually see temperatures probably get close to the mid-50s. And then Monday, we could see a few 60s with that rain once it ends, probably in the morning. And then once again, we'll see temperatures kind of slowly fall back. But all in all, even as we get towards the end of next week, that's not too bad from what we average as we go to Veterans Day. It's pretty much, like I said, no cold air in sight right now.
I will go to the ATM and give you $1 right now if it stays at 60s for at least 4 more days.
Wow, I need to make that bet a little higher there. Okay. Get some more money?
A little bit more lucrative than a buck. Thanks, Greg. Okay. When we come back, who doesn't love a good golf game in the frigid cold? How some golf courses are preparing the tees ahead of that cold season.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
I won't handle your divorce.
I do know a few things about personal injury law.
All I do is help injured people get the compensation they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
Get ready to save some money because it's still going on. The King Furniture Total Renovation Sale with hundreds of recliners, motion furniture, bedroom furniture, and more. All drastically reduced. Over $2 million of quality name brand furniture at incredible prices. Like these Lazy Boy recliners starting at just $299. Queen mattresses starting at $349. Reclining sofas starting at an incredible $699. Do not miss the King Furniture Total Renovation Sale.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Ride it out with the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose works fast to eliminate migraine pain. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one? You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this. I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
With Bygoff and Rohde, you don't just get a lawyer. You get the experience and power of our entire team of lawyers, paralegals, legal assistants, and researchers. Bygoff and Rohde, Wisconsin's personal injury law firm for over 50 years.
Well, we know Minnesotans certainly love their golf. In fact, some golfers might be out there this week, even in this poor weather. But the courses need to close before the real snow comes, and crews need a week or two of above freezing temperatures to close up shop. So how do Minnesota golf courses prepare for the winter?
That's a great question, Ken.
Thank you.
Heather Brown visited one of the most popular courses in the state in Maple Grove and has more on this wintry golf season.
How did you decide what day to close? Well, it all depends on weather.
It was last Saturday's 34-degree high that pushed Rush Creek Golf Club Superintendent Betsy O'Donnell over.
How do you put this thing to bed for the winter? I mean, it's not like Target Field where you can just throw some blankets on the course. Yeah. So a little sidebar here. Those blankets here at Target Field, they don't actually go on until mid-November. And that's because the grounds crew here, they need to aerate. They need to spray for nutrients, add a little sand, test their underground heating system, and then spray again to prevent snow mold. Okay. Back to the golf course.
The day we visited, crews had planned to spray.
Fungicide. We have what we call a snow mold app.
But the snow got in the way.
Have you blown out the sprinkler system yet? Nope, the blowout will be on Tuesday.
They do a lot of what we do with our own lawns.
That is a 2-day process and a very large air compressor.
Just on a grander scale.
This is just one of your many leaf piles. Yes, we mulch where they are and we leave it for the nutrients. How often are you blowing? We are blowing every day. All 252 acres? Yes, yes.
The final mow was last week. Most of their seeding happens in the spring, and they will aerate after they can spray.
Like put your finger in sand, it's just putting a hole in the green. It's really just to help in the springtime, any snow and everything just to go into the green.
They also put sand on the greens and tee boxes to help the grass green up more quickly in the spring.
Why is it black?
It's to heat up faster than like your normal USGA, just brown normal sand.
You do all of this stuff,
yes.
Then the big snowfall comes.
Yes.
Then can you just take a vacation?
No. We're still hauling in, organizing, power washing, start planning for next year.
In Maple Grove,
it never ends.
It never ends.
Heather Brown, WCCO News.
It sounds exhausting.
Yeah, it kind of does. Well, Betsy told Heather that not all golf courses work exactly that way.
Okay.
Each superintendent has their own theories and methods to come up with the best grass come spring.
Okay, my goodness, yeah, hats off to them. I just think about the grass cutting that goes into it during the normal season. You don't think about all the action that has to go in this time of year.
Right, exactly.
That's crazy stuff. Well, Greg will have one more look at your forecast right after this.
Pischke Motors has been family-owned and operated since 1920 and have you to thank for our continued success. Stop by our dealership in West Salem or La Crosse to find the Ram you're looking for. Get in a Ram 1500 Laramie or Bighorn today. We've got great deals on new Rams right now. When you find the perfect truck, you'll feel it.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
It's Carl's Why Wait Till Friday sale. Get Black Friday pricing now. Save up to 50% on select appliances, plus bonus rebates of up to $1,000. Enter to win this beautiful Beko kitchen package valued over $5,500. This Frigidaire electric range is only $549. Save up to $900 on Serta iComfort Eco mattresses and save on select fireplace stands. TVs and soundbars are on sale too.
Carl's Air Servicing Dealer since 1956.
Escape the chaos of everyday life and experience true relaxation and improved health at Revive Wellness Spa. Unlike any spa in the area, Revive Wellness Spa is your first choice for self-care. Our services include red light therapy, meditation pod, an infrared sauna, a float tank, and so much more. Call or book online today and receive up to 60% off your first service. Don't forget to ask about our detox specials.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Holiday Inn Express in Onalaska is your corporate headquarters for all business or personal travel in the Coulee region. Conveniently located within walking distance of 6 restaurants, retail locations, and 3 grocery stores, we are at the hub of your corporate visit. With hot breakfast served daily, meeting rooms for corporate presentations, and a state-of-the-art workout facility, we have everything you need for your next business trip.
All right, tomorrow we're looking at about 49, 50 degrees, a little bit cooler than it was today, but more sun, especially if you're heading up to Trollhaugen, your dresser. The ski resort is open now, which is great. November 2nd to see that in Wisconsin. But overall, we're seeing temperatures that are going to warm up basically up to about the 50s and then maybe 60 by Monday. So
why is the ski lodge opening already?
They got enough man-made snow up there to actually do it.
Okay, I'll wait for the real stuff to come.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Greg, and thank you all for joining us tonight at 5.
We'll see you at 6.